All right. So we've got, a few things happening in the world. I was doing some scrolling and I came across one video where someone was saying that this is a time for, it rhymes with core. And I don't agree with that. And I don't think that it's beneficial. It's not us against one another, and that this is not a call to that action. For the people who followed Kirk and loved him and appreciated his messaging, I understand that there is hurt and there is loss. See, that's compassion and that's empathy. And empathy was something that he said that we didn't need to have. But me as an artist, it's essential to an artist's career. As an actor, as a storyteller, as a writer, we must have compassion. We must have empathy so that we can translate a story, so that we can play a character. That is required in order to play a role. And while this person was human, and this person was backed by a very large amount of money, Kirk, and was taken out of his, didn't go to, before going to college or not going to college, he was asked to be the spokesperson that he became. And a lot of money was backing him to be this person because he did a speech and someone said, hey, we want you to be this person. And I don't know that, I don't know if he truly believed in the things that he said. I know that I disagree with what he said about black women. I know that having a relationship with a fear of seeing a black pilot and having a concern just because they're black is that's racism. If someone is a pilot on an airline, I hope for the best and I trust that they are going to be adequate at what they do, and it has nothing to do with skin color. The language around my community, the language around the LGBTQ community was harmful. And that is, and it is destructive. You go to a gay community and there is, on the walls of the gay community, there is life is beautiful, you are beautiful. I've done many TikToks and YouTube videos on this. And it is an inclusive space. It's a space where we can go and be safe and feel connected to people who understand one another. And in these spaces, for the most part, are all different walks of life, all different sexes, all different colors, all different, socioeconomic backgrounds. That's what you're going to find in those communities. And the relationship that people have, not knowing what, they have an idea of what a community is. They have an idea of what a black community is, and they have an idea of what a gay community is, or, and they don't have all the information. So one of the videos that I came across today was someone saying that they want something that rhymes with core, and they're ready for it, and that this was instigated by the left. And we don't know the information. We don't know who's out there. And the amount of people that have gone and done harm to people that are representing the quote unquote left and has been vast. But we didn't say all of the right wing was responsible for that. We didn't say they didn't say, the representatives, nobody in the media said all right wing are responsible for this. All right wing are responsible for this outcome. Nobody wants this. And this is a plea. It is a request that it is not us. And I said this in my last video. It is not between me and you. It is not between the people that you differ from. This is a determined top down, and I mean the billionaire class, the people who are so far removed from the daily struggles of people who literally just want to have family, who literally just want to be have a job, go home, be with their family, go out, hang out on the weekends, go to church on Sunday, go, or whatever day you go to church on. They just want to have a family. They want to go to the lake. They want to go camping in the summer. They want to have health care that's not tied to a job. That's what we want. We don't want any of this. We want higher wages. We want wages to be in coordination and wages to reflect the amount of money that the CEOs are getting. Wal Mart CEO is still making $25 million a year and raising prices, and has forever made the workers work for less to the degree in which they had to get government subsidies to work for Walmart. And the wealth inequality, the idea that our health care is tied to a job when you could lose that job at any time is that's a sin, if you ask me. And I don't believe in sins, and I'm just using that as a language to connect with those people who did appreciate and admire and respect Charlie Kirk. I wish that not happened, and we don't have the information. And immediately after this happened, the powers that be went out and just said the left and the radical left, and they're all crazy, and they're doing this, when we had no information. We had no information. And that should tell you. And when Nancy Mace was asked about it, and she went right in on the left the left gets to own this. That means everybody on the left gets to own this. That is no, we don't own this. And when asked by the reporter, does that mean that all of the people on the right own what happened to Pelosi's husband and what happened to the people, the Minnesota representatives? No, we didn't put that on all of the right. There's something happening in this country right now, and I think everybody that I am in my world, in my the people that I observe and I watch and I listen to, and the leaders in the independent media are saying this is not good, this is not right, we don't condone this at all. None of us do. We didn't lay blame for all of the right when Josh Shapiro's house got So I say all of that and hoping it meets you where you are in a way that allows you to connect with maybe it is not us. And you might have your idea of who I am, or you might have your idea of who all of these people are, and you might make a generalization. But there are people that are making billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars off of you and I arguing. There are people making billions and billions and billions of dollars and running away with you and I arguing. There is a file of thousands and thousands and thousands of pages about how very powerful people have gotten away with abusing underage children. And that is what we should be concerned about. Much love.